But yeah, man, I'm just saying here. I don't honestly have an idea of where they're gonna grow. I just have rumors and speculation. But I am hoping that I'm hoping the Last Jedi doesn't necessarily refer to Luke. Like, I know there's some people out there I've seen on message boards and stuff. They're like they don't want everybody to be a Jedi. Sure, but I do still want some dope lightsaber battles. That's just me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily need like a whole order like the Jedi order in the prequels, but I want to see some people going to work, and I need to see my man Finn get something, man, something.
I mean,
let my man be a Jedi.
The two main characters being Jedi, I don't think that's a problem. And
no,
I guess as a sort of compromise, how would you feel if Finn is just good with a lightsaber, not necessarily a Jedi? Because there are characters that can use lightsabers, but they're not Jedi.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But that being said, I need my black man as a Jedi, man. I need some representation up in here, man. Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, I just want him to be a well-written character, but I do want him to be a Jedi because I do want the idea that he overcame that brainwashing, that stormtrooper brainwashing. Like, I do believe that has something to do with the Force, because it's just something, once again, similar to Rey. It's just something. It's like, oh, he's just a savant. He just randomly is like, oh, all these stormtroopers see the same thing he's seeing, but he's the one stormtrooper with a heart of gold. I think there's something Force related to.
That's a good point. That's a good point
with him.
I
think there is something Force related,
and the mind manipulation theory is that's cool. But I also think, people will always be negative about pretty much anything. So,
sure.
Because I also thought if that were the case, I know some people would poo-poo that as well. But,
poo-poo what? The mind manipulation?
Yeah. But then again, I think pretty much any move you make, people would have a problem with it.
I mean, people poo-pooed Force Awakens. They're like, oh, it's too much like A New Hope. I'm like, I wasn't hearing that when Force Awakens came out. I was hearing it being praised for its homages to A New Hope. That's what I was hearing. But all of a sudden, like, oh, this is too much. It's like watching A New Hope all over again. I was like, the more you watch it, sure, it definitely is very similar to A New Hope, but it should go without saying that it's still a fantastic movie in its own right. Very much based on A New Hope, but a fantastic movie nonetheless.
I mean, I think that's going to be the future from now on. I mean, we got it with Rogue One, and I think with the next couple of movies, you're going to keep getting that same nonsense.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the whole mind manipulation and people, the Force awakening, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You see that as a homage with Rey, where Kylo Ren is trying to tap into her mind, and she fights him back. And not only does she fight him back, she starts tapping into his mind, and you see Rey immediately somehow channel this ability to do the Jedi mind trick almost innately. And I feel that, that might be the case for Finn, too. I feel like that might be the case for Finn, and that, like I said, just this, not only is he a random, stormtrooper who's just like, nah, I'm done. Like, even though his friend died, I get it. Mm-hmm. He's like, nah, I'm done with this. And not only that, if you look at, like, the canon comics and novels that, talk about the kind of the events leading up to The Force Awakens, Finn has always had a problem with showing compassion, unspeakable compassion in his training as a stormtrooper, to the point where he's, Captain Phasma is always getting at him.
Yeah.
And I think that might be an innate trait of a Jedi. Someone who, has this immeasurable amount of compassion, and that is able to overcome, this training. Not only that, like, my man actually fires on his own, like, his former comrades.
True.
He doesn't just say, oh, I'm done with this. Like, when he's escaping in a TIE fighter with Poe Dameron, he's firing on his peeps. He's like, yo, y'all were my comrades 5 seconds ago, but I'm getting out of here. I'm firing on you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? He full out, starts shooting at them, where he goes against, what do they call that guy? TR-8R, traitor? That dude? That stormtrooper with the baton? Yeah, he's full out like, yo, I'm going against my former comrades. Like, there's something there that I feel like, is being alluded to with him. There's the fact that Maz Kanata, kind of pushed the lightsaber on him when Rey wouldn't take it. There's also a lesser hint where, when the Starkiller base is firing on the Hazian system, the place where the New Republic is centralized. Mm-hmm. There's a moment where you hear like voices crying out, and Finn seems to turn around, and kind of like he's sensing something. So there are people theorizing that he, similar to like Obi-Wan, let's say when Alderaan was destroyed in the original trilogy, or Yoda when the Jedi being killed in Order 66, that he sensed or was sensing the turmoil, and that's why he turned up to look towards the sky. Which, I can't hate on that. I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch, but if you look at the scene, it's not like, the Starkiller base was making sounds from the planet he was on. It's not like he could hear something.
True.
Why he would turn around and decide to look at the sky. Like, you didn't see anything in the scene that made you think, oh, maybe it's the bright lights of, Starkiller base firing that made him turn around. He's the first one to just turn around, and you hear the screams in the background. So there is some evidence to say that Finn is a Jedi.
It's possible.
Hell, he might even be the last Jedi. The last black Jedi. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? But yeah, man. I mean, I'm just looking forward to Star Wars Episode 8, man. Like, don't kill Luke. Make Finn a Jedi. Explain why Rey's such a beast. And do it up, man. And give me some backstory on Kylo Ren. And let Kylo Ren get some damn retribution. He got punked at the end of Force Awakens, man.
This is true. I mean, online I've seen some people, I guess, defend that encounter. I guess he could have looked stronger. I mean, in comparison to, like, I guess Darth Vader. But I mean, he got shot by an extremely powerful weapon.
Chewbacca was not playing games, after Han died.
And he wasn't trying to
Finn
kill
got hit
Rey.
on him too.
He wasn't trying to kill Rey, which is something that people, I guess, forget to mention.
That's a good point. He was trying to turn her.
He was trying to make her his apprentice. And
Finn got a hit on her too.
Finn got some shots on him.
Yeah. And then I've also read on the internet that because, and this is actually something that was allegedly in the Star Wars Force Awakens script, and that J.J. Abrams elaborated on too, I believe, was that because he killed Han Solo, he actually was weakened by the decision he made. And you kind of even see that too. I mean, obviously he got shot, but you kind of see him just like sweaty and pale, and just, he was even crying when he killed Han Solo. Like, it wasn't like he didn't. He was like, forget you, like, bye, Dad. Like, he clearly made a very emotional choice that, damn near, I think in some ways it broke him.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is some things to explain why he was a little bit weakened by that. And I mean, that Star Wars logo being red, I very much believe that in many ways, I mean, people have been saying that things are going to go darker and that you're going to see, the side of the dark side. You're going to see things from the dark side's perspective a little bit more. I genuinely think, like, for lack of a better way to say it, it's time for the First Order to strike back, if you know what I'm saying. I think they I think there's going to be a little bit of dark side clapback. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna meet him outside.
Meet him outside. How about that? But anyway, man. Any final thoughts on Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi?
I think that's about it. In terms of theories and what may happen in the next one. So,
all right, man. Well, I guess that wraps up that conversation, man. Thank you guys for listening.